One of the best ways to learn about cells is to create analogies. An analogy is a comparison of something you don't know well, like the cell, to something that you know very well in real life, like a restaurant or an amusement park, places that you have experience with the school. So today we're going to be making cell analogies, but we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to be making a trifold brochure. And so I have an example of a black and white copy of a trifold brochure. You may see much better looking ones full of color when you go to hotels or you go to other places where they're trying to advertise tourist attractions. Um, so this is the kind of thing you might see if someone wants to get your attention. They want to get you information about their site. And so they do that by presenting these little information packets. And when you open these, they call it trifold because tri means three, and there's 1, 2, 3 columns of information. And because this is a paper size, an 8 by 11 paper, it's actually 6 columns of information because there's another side to it. Okay, so real quick, just to show you when it's folded, you've got the front page, the back page, and then looking at the front page, you've got the inside flap. But then you open it up and you've got 1, 2, 3 columns of information as well. Okay, and it could be about any particular topic. The key is to market it in a way that you get people to pick it up and say, wow, that's interesting. So that's how we're going to learn about cell organelles. So I want to show you a quick example of one that I did. And so here it is. And this is I compared mine, the animal cell kingdom. And it says, come and explore the greatest amusement park on earth. So a picture of a cell in the front, nice, colorful color. And I marked mine front page, back page, inside flap, so you kind of understand how this works. Front page, back page, and then inside flap. But, you wouldn't have that, and no brochure would normally have that kind of a thing there. But obviously the front page and the back page are very important to get attention. So that's why, wow, the greatest amusement park, I want to go there, right? You picked it up and that's what you think. So the back part talks about the new attractions, right? Ooh, everyone wants to go to the new attractions at the amusement park, especially if it's an amusement park you've been to. Well, what's new? What's going to draw me back? So, and if you look, I started to describe some of the organelles. The vacuole pool, right? The largest pool of water on the East Coast. So a vacuole stores lots of water and food within a cell. So I compare it to a pool in an amusement park. The cytoplasm anti-gravity fun. What's that? What's that ride like? Enjoy this ride as you enter a gel-filled room. So see how much fun it is to travel from one part of the cell to the other. So I'm making a connection that cytoplasm is made of gel, and then it's involved in transport throughout the cell. Okay? So oftentimes the inside flap is just to get you a couple of key points to get you to read on. And so it's fun, it's one of a kind, secure, all your needs will be met. Wow, all my needs. So that part doesn't really tell anything about the cell, but remember, this is not just making cell analogies. This is about making a marketing item to get people to read on and to get people to go to the place you're comparing cells to. So it's kind of a double-edged assignment, okay? But so if you now open your brochure, you would have the inside flap on the left, inside flap in the center, and the inside flap on the right. Okay, and it looks backwards because I'm presenting it to you, but that's, if I was reading this, it would be my left, my center, and my right. Okay, so this is the second page. So again, we have 6 columns on the brochure. You saw the first page, front, back, inside flap, and now the 3 pages we're looking at are here from left to right. Okay, so, and again, now we really just get into the organelles. So the attractions, the nucleus, it's a monorail. It takes you through the inner workings of the amusement park, right? So the nucleus is the control center. The ribosome snack shop, because ribosomes make proteins. Chromosomania, right? Because, like to have 2 of you, right? Chromosomes get doubled. Endoplasmic reticulum SkyTram. Endoplasmic reticulum's transportation, right? Notice I have some real pictures of cells, some amusement park pictures. I kind of intersperse them a little bit to give you different perspectives throughout. Okay, at the beginning, and I added the school district, and I added a fake address having to do with cell stuff just for fun, just to keep it kind of interesting. So that's kind of how to do a cell brochure. And there's some other supporting documents here, a rubric in which you're going to grade yourself. And there's two ways you can do it. There's a cell brochure template that is in Google Docs. Sorry, that's the brochure. But let me show you the template I like. I like this template here, the cell brochure slide template. I do have if you look here, I do have a Google Docs template. You can use that one. That would be better if we were printing the assignment. But the reason I like this one better is because on the Google Docs, sometimes it's difficult with pictures. And for some reason, when you get past the second page, if somehow you're writing information down here and you get past the second page, it'll make a third page. And for some reason, it's very, very hard to get rid of. And I can't really come up with a good way to consistently explain that to people. So you don't really have that problem with this template. So I suggest you do it. And again, I have the titles for you that tell you the different columns that you're looking at, the front of the brochure, the back of the brochure, the inside flap. But when you're done and make this yours, you should erase those things. And again, on the second, this would be the inside of the brochure. You would erase these titles, okay? But if for some reason you want to use the Google Docs cell brochure, okay, you can. I think it probably prints a little bit better. If you had a printer, you could print this double-sided. And I gave you some more directions here that kind of mimic my example. Certainly all of these directions and things would be gone. And what I was talking about on the second page is that, let's say if you were going down here and you somehow got to the bottom of the column and you added too much information and it made a third page, it's hard to erase that and get it back to the second page. It's some kind of formatting thing with Google Docs that's a little difficult. So for a digital purpose, certainly you get the idea of trying to contain your information into 3 columns on the second page and the other 3 columns on the front, back, and inside flap of the brochure, and you get the same kind of idea. So I think this is just as useful. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you do a great job. Can't wait to read your brochures.